They say when death comes too soon, souls don't rest. They wander, searching, hungry, angry. What if I told you there's a diner on Route 29 where the dead still eat? Where every new moon 30 souls return, reliving their last meal before they burned alive. Welcome back to Chilling Chapter 1. I'm your host, and tonight's story will haunt your dreams. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell. You don't want to miss what happens next. And if you love spine-chilling horror, give this video a like and share it with someone brave enough to listen. Now, turn off the lights and let's begin.
The warning. When death comes unexpectedly, when life is stolen in fire and screams, the soul refuses to accept it. It lingers, it hunts, it starves. Marcus Davis was 20 years old when he learned this truth, a community college student working the graveyard shift at the roadside diner on Route 29 in Virginia. His father had died when he was young. His mother had just broken her leg in a fall, leaving them drowning in medical bills. Marcus needed money, desperately. That's how he ended up working the midnight shift at a diner that paid $30 an hour, triple the normal wage. When something pays that much, there's always a reason. It was his 15th night, the night of the new moon. At 11:15 p.m., Marcus stood alone in the diner, wiping down tables that were already clean. The highway outside was dead silent. No cars, no trucks, just fog rolling across the asphalt like reaching fingers. The air felt heavy, wrong, like the building itself was holding its breath. His manager, Pete, a gray-haired man with haunted eyes, had left 30 minutes earlier. But before he went, Pete had done something strange. He'd pulled out an old leather-bound notebook from under the register. "Marcus," Pete had said, his voice grave, "tonight is different. After 12:30 a.m., if anyone comes in, don't ask questions, don't stare. Just serve them and take their money, no matter what." What? Why? "And at exactly 2:50 a.m., you need to prepare 30 meals: meatloaf, mashed potatoes, green beans, cornbread. All 30 plates ready by 3 a.m. sharp. Then lock yourself in the back office. Don't come out until sunrise."
Part 2. The dead arrived. An old pickup truck pulled into the parking lot. A 1970s Ford, rusted and dented. The engine cut off, but nobody got out. Marcus watched from behind the counter, his heart pounding. Finally, the driver's door creaked open. A man stepped out. He wore a flannel shirt and jeans, work boots, a trucker's cap. He moved stiffly, like his joints were frozen. The diner bell chimed as he entered. Marcus forced a smile. "Good evening, sir. What can I—" The words died in his throat. The man's face was wrong, gray, lifeless. His eyes were clouded over, milky white like a dead fish. His skin had a waxy, corpse-like quality. "Coffee," the man rasped. His voice sounded like gravel scraping concrete. "Black." Marcus's hands shook as he poured. He set the mug on the counter, not daring to get closer. The man drank it in one gulp, steam and all, then set down the mug. "How much?" $2? The man pulled out a crumpled bill and laid it down. Marcus stared. It was a $2 bill from 1976, stained, smelling of dirt and rot. Without another word, the man turned and walked out. His truck started and disappeared into the fog. Marcus grabbed the bill with trembling fingers and put it in the register. 12:55 a.m. Then came the station wagon. A family stepped out, mother, father, 2 kids, all wearing 1980s clothes. The father had a mullet, the mother wore shoulder pads. The children carried toys that hadn't been made in decades. They sat in a booth, smiling, but their eyes were empty, hollow. What can I get you?
Part 3. The Feeding. Marcus sprinted to the kitchen, his hands shaking so badly he could barely hold a plate. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, green beans, cornbread. He worked frantically. Pete had left everything pre-made. Marcus just had to plate it. 1, 2, 3. 2:52 a.m. 10, 11, 12. Sweat poured down his face. 2:56 a.m. 20, 21. Faster, faster! 2:58 a.m. 28, 29. His hands grabbed the last portion. Meatloaf, potatoes, beans, cornbread. 2:59 a.m. He slammed the 30th plate on the counter. Done! And then he heard it. The rumble of an engine, a big engine. Marcus ran to the window. His blood turned to ice. A bus was pulling into the parking lot, an old Greyhound from the 1980s, but it was destroyed, burned. The paint was blistered and peeling. The windows were cracked and blackened with soot. The entire bus looked like it had been through hell. The doors hissed open. People began stepping out. No, not people. Corpses. 30 of them. Men, women, children, all horribly burned, skin charred and melted, clothes fused to their bodies, some missing limbs, others with faces so destroyed only skulls remained. They shuffled toward the diner in a grotesque procession. Marcus remembered Rule 2. Lock yourself in the back office, turn off all lights. He ran. He slammed the office door and threw the deadbolt. His fingers fumbled for the light switch. Darkness swallowed the room. Outside, the diner bell chimed. Stepfoots. Slow, dragging, wet. 30 sets of footsteps. Then, feeding sounds. Not normal eating. Tearing, ripping, desperate. Part 4. Sunrise. Marcus didn't know how long he sat in the dark. Minutes, hours. Time had stopped meaning anything. Slowly, light crept under the door. Dawn. He waited another 20 minutes, terrified it was a trick. Then he heard a key in the front door. "Marcus, you alive in there?" Pete's voice. Marcus unlocked the office door and stumbled out on shaking legs. The diner looked normal, clean. The 30 plates were gone, no sign of what had happened. Pete stood by the register, his face grim. He opened the cash drawer. It was stuffed with old bills and coins. "You followed the rules," Pete said quietly. "Good." What were they?" Marcus whispered. Pete walked to the window, staring out at the highway where morning traffic was building. July 15th, 1984. A Greyhound bus stopped here. 30 passengers, families, kids. Everyone ate dinner, laughing, happy. It was their last meal. Pete's voice broke. The driver had been drinking, didn't tell anyone. Mile down the road, he swerved to miss a deer. The bus flipped, hit a gas line, exploded. Everyone burned alive, all 30 of them. Bodies so charred they couldn't identify half of them. Mass grave out at Route 14 cemetery. Marcus felt sick. Every new moon they come back to where they were last happy, last alive. They don't know they're dead, or maybe they do and they can't accept it. Pete turned to Marcus. "If you feed them, they leave. If you don't," he gestured to the notebook. Tommy looked through the window. They took him. "What happens if they take you?" asked Marcus. Pete's eyes were hollow. "Next new moon,
And so the midnight diner waits. The dead still feast, and every new moon someone new learns the terrible price of breaking the rules. So tell me, would you take a job that pays $30 an hour? Would you risk it? Or would you keep driving? If this story sent chills down your spine, smash that like button right now. Subscribe to Chilling Chapter 1 and hit all notifications so you never miss our terrifying tales. Drop a comment below. Have you ever experienced something paranormal? Share your stories. I read every single one. Share this with a friend who loves horror. Let's see if they